treat. Jen is a 3-time conference attendee. First time was 2005. Second time was 2008. Between 2008 and 2019, which was the last time she attended, she spent a few years doing something a lot of us think about doing, walking from Bangkok to Barcelona.
Nobody thinks about doing that.
Right? We've all thought about doing that at some time, right?
Nobody thinks about doing that.
So when she was talking with me about having done this and then producing an amazing documentary, I just thought we need to share this with everybody. This conference has morphed over the years, in my mind at least, to being all about the variety, the whole spectrum of sort of travel content creation. Way back 32 years ago, that to me meant words and photographs. But now it means a whole range, a really wide spectrum of creation. And this, to my mind, is a beautiful example of communicating something really quintessentially important about travel in a different way. And so I'm going to ask Jen to talk a little bit about her project, and then she's going to show the documentary, and then we're going to do a little Q&A after that. So I'm going to turn it over to you. Do you want this one?
I'm going to stay down here.
Excellent.
I like being down here. Hi, everyone. I'm just taking you all in for a moment. I see a lot of familiar faces, new friends, old friends. And I'm really glad to be here. I might cry. Okay. But not right now. Maybe later. So, I know from being a student that Saturday afternoon at this conference, the energy is really high, right? You've got a million ideas. You're going to go out and conquer the world with all these ideas. So, what I'm going to invite you to do is take a little walk with me. We're going to just come into this pause for a moment. Bring it all down. I'm just loving your presence here. So if it feels safe for you to do, just place your hand on your heart. Let your eyes flutter close. And just say thank you for being here. With a little bit of love and appreciation and wonder, just be grateful that you're here in this moment right now. Many of you had to arrange your life to get here in this moment. And that means something. It means something to me. So thank you. Take another inhale in. And as you exhale, allow your eyes to close if you feel safe doing that. And imagine for a moment that you're going for a walk. You're somewhere in the world. It might be familiar. It might not. You're walking along and a stranger comes up to you with a big smile and says, "Hi, would you like to have some tea?" How do you hear that invitation? Do you hear it with suspicion or hesitancy? Do you hear it with warmth or a sense of surprise? But before your mind can think it through, your body already knows the answer, and intuitively you say, "Yes, I would love to have some tea with you." And you walk into this person's kitchen, a stranger to each other, and you sit down and tea is poured, and something human happens. There's a connection, an understanding, an instant of friendship. And you say, "Thank you very much." And you walk on. And another stranger shows up and offers you the same invitation. But this time with a little less doubt and a little less fear and a little bit more confidence, you smile back and you say, "Yeah, I would love to have tea with you." And you sit down and you share stories. You tell each other about your lives, where you're from, where you grew up. You talk about what matters most to you right now. And carrying the light from the other conversation and the light from this conversation, you get up again and you say, "Thank you very much for this human moment." and you walk on again. And there's another stranger offering another tea. Same, different scenario, different person. Same invitation. Are you open to the invitation? You walk back into this room and you come back again with another sense of gratitude and appreciation. There's a blessing that we are all here in this room in this moment. There is a serendipity and magic in this room. In a world that is incredibly divided right now, in a world that's filled with hate that we're reading about every single day, and dissonance and division, disappointment and disillusion, there is something invisible that you all know. There is a kindness, and there's an invisible network of kindness that is weaving us all together. And it is our job as travel writers and photographers and people just walking on this planet at this moment in time to make that invisible network visible. Can kindness change the world? I don't know. You tell me. What I know is that kindness, and being part of this network of kindness, has changed me. And in the changing of me, and knowing that I've changed because of that, my world has changed. And maybe that's enough. So that's the invitation I throw to all of you. I hope you come here with an open heart. I'm so honored to share this. The film festival has been viewed at 8 film festivals around the world. India, Wales, 2 in Spain, 2 in the United States, in New Jersey and in Rochester, New York, where it won Best of the Fest. And we made did I say France? France. And then we made our way back to Barcelona Sports Festival in February 2024. It is now making the circuit around. We're bringing it to organizations and schools and universities and all that. And I have to say, this is the first time I'm presenting without Luis. So it's strange to do this. And it's strange to do it in English, because I do it in Catalan a lot. So, as I lose my place in English sometimes, just forgive that. But what I just want you to share is whatever this moment's going to be. I hope that there's something in this documentary that touches you and you become the spark for somebody else. Be open to the giving and the receiving that comes from this. And just trust that your next step is going to rise up and you're going to meet somebody and somebody's going to help you out. And that's what I'll say now, and then we'll go into the documentary. That's the walk, okay? We started all the way over there in Bangkok. There are gaps, and we did take breaks. And we can talk about that in the Q&A afterwards. But that's about 16,000 kilometers, about 10,000 miles. 21 nation states. It is extraordinary, but it is done by ordinary people. You heard me say it the other day, the email